The United National Party celebrates its 72nd anniversary today.
In the year 1946, stalwart politicians Dissanayake, SWR Bandaranaike and others gathered at the Palm Court Mansion in Colombo and created the United National Party. Dissanayake, who was the leader of the UNP, was the first Prime Minister of independent Sri Lanka. The country saw rapid development during his tenure, and after his demise, his son Dudley Senanayake became the leader of the party as well as the Prime Minister. J.R. Jayawardena became Dudley Senanayake's successor. The party won an unprecedented 5/6 of the seats in Parliament in the year 1977. J.R. Jayawardena then became the first executive president of the country, and the United National Party opened up the economy and revolutionized the entire outlook of the country. Ranil Premadasa took charge of the United National Party and became the executive president of the country. President Premadasa's successful people-oriented programs included Gamudava, Janasavya and garment factories programs and many more. While the country was being developed in one front, leaders like Gamini Dissanayake, Lalit Athulat Mudali, ACA Hamid, Ronnie Demel and Sirisena Kure took the United National Party from strength to strength. Though the UNP held on to power for 30 years since its inception, they have not been able to elect an executive president from the party since 1994. Ranil Wickremesinghe became the leader of the UNP in 1994 and held on to that portfolio for 1/3 of the duration of its existence. It is in this context that the United National Party celebrated its 72nd anniversary today.
The leaders of the United National Party have enacted their ideologies over the years and have won many things for this country. Since 1994, for 24 years we have held power at various capacities. However, we have not been able to establish a strong government. The party supporters remember the UNP of 77. They remember how when J.R. Jayawardena became the president in 77, the people had enough food to eat. They remember how they were granted subsidies. That is what they remember.
Deputy Leader of the United National Party, Minister of Housing and Construction, Sajith Premadasa, received an overwhelming response from party supporters.
Karu Sajith Premadasa Matituman Hatta Devana Sangmasarya Amatulama Hotaimi.
அடுத்ததாக 2025 அனைவருக்கும் வீடுகள் சமட்ட செவன உதாகமான நிகழ்ச்சி திட்டங்களின் கீழ் மக்களுக்காகவே பணியாற்றும் ஐக்கிய தேசிய கட்சியின் பிரதி தலைவர் சஜித் பிரேமதாஸ் அவர்களின் உரை.
අතිපූජනීය ගෞරවනීය වන්දනීය
On the 1st of January 2020, we have plans to begin constructing 5,000 more Udagammana projects in the country. As the third phase, there will be 10,000 projects, and as the fourth phase, there will be 2,500 houses. When the project concludes, we will complete the construction of 20,000 houses. What we hope to achieve through all of this is to realize the objective of a shelter for all, or Samata Sevana, of late Ranil Premadasa. Presidency, the position of Prime Minister and ministerial positions are temporary responsibilities. At a time when we are holding on to power, we have to provide the maximum possible service that we can provide without limiting ourselves to traditional circulars. We have to serve the people who have the ability to create kings and create leaders.
Leader of the UNP, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe addressed the gathering.
அடுத்ததாக ஐக்கிய தேசிய கட்சியின் தலைவர் இலங்கை ஜனநாயக சோசலிச குடியரசின் கௌரவ பிரதமர் ரணில் விக்ரமசிங்க அவர்களின் உரை.
We will win the next time as well. We will create a better country by 2025 and we have plans to move forward by 2030. I am now creating the next leadership generation of the party. We will let them do these activities and to carry out these development activities. They have to think about 2030. We do not have to think. I will think about 2025.
The United National Party, which celebrated their 72nd anniversary today, is the single largest political party in the country. However, since Ranil Wickremesinghe ascended to the leadership of the party back in 1994, the party has failed in the 24 years that he has been leader to establish a government of their own. Many key figures abandoned the party during the leadership of Wickremesinghe. Ranil Wickremesinghe, who was born on the 24th of March 1949, is 69 years old. Holding office of the leader of the United National Party for 24 years, he is easily the longest serving leader of that party. During his time of over 2 decades as leader of the UNP, Ranil Wickremesinghe was only successful in steering the party to victory at the 2001 general election. With the overturning of the government of Chandrika Kumaratunga, Ranil Wickremesinghe was unable to hold on to his victory for too long. A candidate of the United National Party last contested for a presidential election only in 2005. It is disappointing that since then, the party was unable to field a candidate at both presidential elections that followed. While Wickremesinghe easily avoided the presidential election, he did not give an opportunity to anyone else to rise up from within the party for that task. The backing of Sarath Fonseca as a candidate for the 2010 election was a slap in the face for United National Party supporters. In 2015, Ranil Wickremesinghe cowered behind the General Secretary of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party and thus avoided being the presidential candidate in that year. Under President Maithripala Sirisena, who subsequently won the election, he was appointed as Prime Minister with the support of just 40 members of Parliament. Ranil Wickremesinghe surreptitiously attempted to steal power via the 19th Amendment to the Constitution at a time when the President was willing to give up on certain arbitrary powers of the presidency. While holding government power, Ranil Wickremesinghe led the United National Party to a humiliating defeat at the previous local government polls at the hands of a party less than 1 year old.
We think that the person who calls himself leader will pass on the responsibility to the second tier of the party.
The UNP supporters in the country expect that these reorganizations are completed.
Leaders of the UNP on several occasions fought within the party and they left. If he leaves tomorrow, they will unite.
The complete reorganization of the party should be completed if we are to win.
We are exhausted to a point where we want to leave politics because of the shortcomings of the party.
If we don't change this part, let alone reorganization, no matter what we do, it will be useless.
I expect that young people like us will receive more work.
Whenever his leadership has been challenged, members of the working committee and those who challenge him are bought over with various perks and privileges. Even in the past, the formation of leadership councils, deputy leaderships, reorganization committees and various other means and techniques of delay were used by Wickremesinghe to secure his position as party leader. The result of placing priority on his personal power over that of the welfare of party supporters and the country has thrown the United National Party into an abyss or a tailspin. Now, Ranil Wickremesinghe says that he will hold on to his position until 2030. The members of working committees and backbench MPs who were deceived by the party leader have now realized their mistake.
Honorable Ranil Wickremesinghe has stated that he will only hand over the leadership of the party in 2030. From 1994, from the time he assumed, it has taken him 24 years. If he continues till 2030, the party will go up to extinct. In 2004, Mr. NGP Panditaratna, the former General Secretary of the UNP, submitted a report with regard to why the UNP loses its elections, and it had recommended that Mr. Ranil Wickremesinghe at that time, if he did not change his ways, the party would meet catastrophe. That has happened. Clearly it has happened. Mr. Ranil Wickremesinghe clearly ruined the United National Party from 1994. If you see, it is clear that he clearly, completely dismantled, ruined the UNP. Now, having done that to the UNP, now he's systematically doing it to the country. He's lying to the people. He is lying saying that he is going to reorganize. He is lying saying that they are going to come into power. It has not happened.
With a history of 72 years, the United National Party secured power for over 50 years without the leadership of Ranil Wickremesinghe. However, upon his advent to the leadership, the United National Party has only been in power for just a few years. Isn't it a repetition of history to allow an unpopular leader to continue to steer the party in the face of so many defeats, whilst there are many other accepted leaders within the party?
அடுத்ததாக ஐக்கிய தேசிய கட்சியின் தலைவர் இலங்கை ஜனநாயக சோசலிச குடியரசின் கௌரவ பிரதமர் ரணில் விக்ரமசிங்க அவர்களின் உரை.
නියෝජ්‍යනායක අමාත්‍යවර ගරු සජිත් ප්‍රේමදාස මැතිතුමන් 72 වන සංවත්සරය අමතන මොහොතයි මේ.
அடுத்ததாக 2025 அனைவருக்கும் வீடுகள் சமட்ட செவன உதாகமான நிகழ்ச்சி திட்டங்களின் கீழ் மக்களுக்காகவே பணியாற்றும் ஐக்கிய தேசிய கட்சியின் பிரதி தலைவர் சஜித் பிரேமதாஸ் அவர்களின் உரை.
අති පූජනීය ගෞරවනීය වන්දනීය